Hi friends, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer, and I share all things faith-filled family living and homeschool and Montessori-inspired education. Today I want to invite you to come along with me as I prepare our classroom for our new unit study on land, air, and water, and also share some of the things I do for homeschool. So grab your coffee and get cozy. Now I like to start with organizing myself and taking some notes and arranging things such as assignment, games, and activity. Now I do have a monthly planner as for what I am supposed to teach, but this helps me arrange things by day and throughout the week, and that way I know what to cover on certain days. Now I don't expect everything to get done as things happen, but I could always push around the calendar and make it happen when the time is available. Now I also take this time to work on any DIY activities that I have for the lesson. Now I'm currently working on an English activity for word identification for my 3-year-old son. We also take the time to go ahead and head to the library to get our books for our land and water air unit study. Now let me take you around our classroom. I love doing a lot of visuals for my kids. I know they love it. They learn so much through visual, and I want to feature some of the books that I found in the library that are awesome for the air and land water study. I love this book because it has a lot of good facts, and it also has amazing images, but most importantly, it has the different kinds of land that there is, that it goes perfect with our land and air water unit study. Now let me show you my favorite book that we were able to get from the library. This book is called The Nature Journal by Savannah Allen, and I love this book because it demonstrates the different kinds of landforms through beautiful pictures, and it also opens up the space for observation, improvement of skills, and it develops a love for the outdoors. This book right here called The Water Cycle is also my second favorite book because it's filled with a lot of facts, beautiful pictures, and most importantly is filled with a lot of experiment. We actually got to do a water experiment, and we used this book as a guide. This book is also another beautiful picture book that I use and have it just for my son and my daughter to be able to go through it and just kind of enjoy the pictures. I also love that the book changes and the direction of the pages. I love it, make it super interactive for the children. Now I want to show you around our classroom and a little bit in depth of the things that we have and how do we use them during our class. Now this area is where I keep most of my assignments for each subject. This right here is our culture and science folder where we are keeping our sorting activity. Here they get to sort out the animals by land, water, and air, and also sort out any land and air and water transportation. This right here is our practical life folder. Here we come in every morning to check off the boxes of my children's to-do list. They do have their own routine as Montessori to promote independency and things such as cleaning up their room, brushing their own hair, brushing their teeth. And we make sure that we are consistent with this every day to create good routine and habits on our children. This right here is my son's English folder, and we keep here his workbook together with assignments that I am going to give. I would just add him in there and he pretty much grabs it and gets to work on his own. This basket right here holds a lot of interesting things. One of them is our language art word identification cards that I made for my 3-year-old. We use this on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and pretty much is him being able to identify the word by pronouncing the phonetics and matching the word with the picture. These are some more language or related activities for the children to do. Here we also keep our Bible lesson. We are a faith-driven home, therefore my children have to learn Bible verses. I have a couple Bible verses here, and I also have a new lesson here. Well, they just finished learning about the creation, and so they learn through activity, arts and crafts, and also through play.
I don't want to eat. Fire truck, fire truck, fire truck.
I want to show you this Bible that I bought that I think it's so beautiful. And if you know me by now, I love images. I love beautiful images and good quality images at that. And I love this Bible because it is all the way from Genesis to Revelations, and I love the images and the stories on it. Now, I also want to show you this short story. I don't think it's a full Bible. It was a gift by someone who works with my mother-in-law, which thank you. And again, I am just a sucker for good images. I love good images, especially on Bibles. I mean, look at the gloss on the pages and the clarity of the prints. I love it. And as I mentioned before, our household is faith-driven, so our children get to have their daily routine, such as praying in the morning and also worshiping in the morning. This is also very good to continue to have them grounded in our beliefs. Here we keep also our Bible characters. I have Adam and Eve since it's the characters that they learned through our previous lesson, and we use this for storytelling. Here we also have our math folder, and together I have some worksheets and also some paper with some buttons for a game activity. For math, they get to put the buttons in the circle. My children love this activity and it's so great for counting. Here we also keep my son's math binder together with his workbook and some extra worksheets. Here I also keep this math game that I have for my 3-year-old. Super simple. They get to put the little balls accordingly to each card together with also the number. Both of my children love to play with it. It's so good for counting and also number recognition. In this little bag we keep our word of the week, and the word of the week is important for this week, and this is great to enhance your children's vocabulary and for them to continue to be exposed to new words. Here I have my children's spring seasonal folder. Inside we have these grouping card related to our water, land, and air unit study. They love coming here and kind of opening and playing on their own. I also have activities related to the color that they're currently learning on, which is green and brown. I also keep this poem related to the unit study together with characters also related to the unit study for story time. It is now lesson time, and I'm using the air, land, and water unit study, and I'm having my son group the different types of land formation there is, and they're also taking the time to come over the display I made related to the unit study. For the water part of the unit study, I had him group the different sorts of bodies of water that there is, and also point out the blue section in the planet or in the globe that represents the different bodies of water. It was a perfect day to be able to teach this unit lesson because it was actually raining, and I was able to teach my son and show him the water cycle right in motion right before his eyes, and he actually got to understand it at first hand. For the water section of the unit study, I made a build a river sensory bin, and this was pretty easy, just adding everything that they seen. This was great for them to be able to differentiate the different kinds of bodies of water that there is. We also incorporated a water cycle experiment, which the kids loved. For the air section of the unit study, we also did a grouping activity and also explained the concept of pollution and cleaned air. I wanted to give my kids real life examples of what pollution looked like, so we went outside and turned on the car, and they were able to notice the difference of scent and even the look of the air that was polluted. You can even smell it, and that is called pollution. That is a form of pollution. Our children learn through play, and here is my 2-year-old playing and sorting with some of the toys related to our color that we're learning, which is green and brown. This is English card. This is our word identification and reading, and I also added a fun word identification hopping game that he loved.
The pig.
Good job.
And
harder. Nice. Okay. What about
the pig?
Good job, Eden.
Pig.
Nice. That's the word tree. Good job. Can you find or can you jump to the word rat? Rat.
Right here.
Good job. Jump, jump, jump. Nice on the eggs. Good job, Ethan. Okay. I have given my son his journal to go outside and draw what he sees, and now this promotes observation and it also enhances his skills and love for nature. Now I want to take the time to stop and encourage you, if you have not already done so, to go ahead and subscribe to our page so you don't ever miss a video. Also, I want to show you a sneak peek on our B unit lesson that we just dropped on our Pay Teachers account to have available for you guys. You guys, we've come to the end of our land and water and air unit study video. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hope to see you guys on our next video. I hope you guys have learned and also enjoyed this video. Stay safe, keep growing. See you guys next time.